Hi there, my name is Amara Parks and I'm a musician among other things. And today I'm going to talk to you a little bit about my tips for women who are virgins going into their wedding and marriage. There's so many different things to adjust to, going from no sexuality to sexuality freedom with your partner. And I feel like we don't talk about that enough. There's definitely a lot of conversation on tips for the wedding night, but beyond the wedding night, the first few months of marriage, there's nothing about that. That is a huge transition, and I feel that women might feel that transition a little stronger than men. I think men who get married as virgins don't usually have as much fear associated with it. They're usually more optimistic, and I think us as women can tend to be afraid of that adjustment, afraid to be vulnerable in that way, worried about pain or things like that. So I just wanted to share my tips for you. I think the biggest thing is communication. Talk, talk, talk. The more you talk about something, the more it's demystified and the less scary it sounds. So whatever you can safely and comfortably talk about with your fiance before you're married is really important to do. Educate yourself about sex, together or separately, whatever works, and just talk about your expectations, your fears for the wedding night, for your sex life beyond, how you feel about different ideas regarding sex. Just talk about it. This is something that is so foreign to you and possibly your spouse too. And having those open lines of communication sets you up for success in the bedroom later on. Talking about your fears and concerns with your partner gives them an idea of where your headspace is at and gives them an opportunity to respond in a way that helps you feel better. For example, if you're worried about pain on your wedding night and you communicate that to your partner, you may be surprised. They might not even know that's a thing for women. So they are now aware of that, and then they're able to look into ways that they can help improve your experience on your first night. So that communication solves so many problems and just helps you both stay on the same page. Remember, this is your future life together, not just your wedding and your wedding night. So talk about your standards, your morals. What would you like for frequency? Are there certain things that are off limits for you or things that you think you might enjoy? Talk about those things as much as you safely can before you're married. Then when you're married, of course, you can talk about everything under the sun and get even deeper into the topic. Early on in marriage, do not set your standards too high. That doesn't mean you can't want or expect mutual pleasure, but you just have to understand that there's many factors going in here. Your body and mind has not adjusted yet, and it's going to take some time for you to respond the way you want to. And it's also going to take some time for you and your partner to learn each other, to learn what you both like. And if you're a virgin or your partner and you are virgins going into marriage, you don't even know what you like. You're both in the dark. You're like, man, I don't even know where I'm at. So you're going to make some mistakes, but it's not a mistake. It's you learning your partner. And that's a process that you need to be patient with yourself and your partner in. One of my biggest tips is after each sexual experience in which it feels natural, talk to your partner about what went down, what felt good, what didn't, in a way that's not criticizing or harsh, but very loving and focused on growth and understanding. Having these conversations is so helpful. And if your partner is receptive and loves you, then they're going to do what they can to adjust and grow in this area with the information you provide them. One of my other tips is women, we can tend to be different from day to day. So don't cross something off if you didn't like it one day. Just keep in mind that your body responds differently depending on so many factors, including where you are in your cycle, how your mood is that day. And so don't cross something off after one shot. Give things a couple chances. You have so much time to figure these things out. So again, have grace on yourself and your partner. And don't try to get everything done in a week. You've got time for that. On a more practical note, there are practical ways to help this transition. Lubricant's really important. You don't want to be worrying about preventable pain. So if you bring that, it can help with that. A towel helps you not have to worry about messes that might be made. You can just be more carefree. One thing that's fun to bring on a honeymoon or wedding night is something you feel cute in, whether it's lingerie or skimpy clothes or whatever it is. It's kind of a nice transition from being so modest and focused on not drawing attention to yourself and going to complete vulnerability with your partner It's not as easy as you might hope and think. So wearing something cute that can help transition you to that stage with your partner can give you more confidence and can get rid of some of the fear you have regarding your body or whatever he might think of it. Of course, you know your husband's gonna love your body, so you don't have to worry about that. So those are my tips for you guys. The biggest one being to communicate and keep that line open. Remember, no faking. Be prepared to talk about things that you might have to work on or improve on. It's not a one-way street. We both have ways to improve in a relationship. Don't set your standards too high, but know that eventually you will get where you want to be in your sex life with two partners who communicate and care. Talk about your sex life, not just your wedding night, and what your standards are for those things, what your thoughts are, and get that stuff figured out. And of course, there's some practical ways to make it all better. Thank you so much for watching this video. Again, I'm Amber Parks, a musician, among other things, and thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and let me know in the comments if you want any more videos similar to this or even different. Just give me your ideas, and I will do my best to deliver. You have a great day. Is it nerve-wracking? Well, it was nerve-wracking, but it was so fun. It was like, I get to be with my man who I love, who I communicate well with, who loves me, who wants me to feel safe and happy. This is great. Like, you're not like, oh, what would I think of my body? Oh, it's gonna be okay, girl. It's gonna be okay. Here's a little bonus tip. This is very anatomical, so if you have trouble with that, bye. The materials of our body that are in our sex areas is very responsive. It changes. And so if you're having trouble with pain, literally just slow down. Your body is capable of adjusting to this, okay? So don't force it. Don't be like, oh, I just have to get through it and then I'm fine. No, take your time. Like, seriously, it's gonna make such a difference. And you know what? It's gonna be great. And yeah, just don't be scared. Your husband's gonna love how you look. He's gonna love being with you. He's gonna think you're the freaking hottest woman on planet Earth, okay? Calm down.